See if anybody's doing anything on this Monday afternoon. Anyone wants to come and chat and join Jiggy? Have a couple blunts before I go do some shopping. I'm all alone. No one here beside me. Send out some invites, see if anybody's around. Will I be holding this solo? No, no. Most people are probably at work right now. I figured I'd check to see if anyone's around. Oh, one person slid in. Who can it be in my live chat? Come say hi. I feel like a lonely rat. What's up, Joni? I know you're probably making my money. That's good. So make sure you forward those paychecks to me. Care of Jiggy. See if anybody's around who wants to join. Hard to tell. Some of y'all invites. What am I hearing? A fucking train horn. So out these invites, I'm gonna light this blunt. See if anything's worth talking about. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So many people. And none of them will show up. I'll be all by myself. I'm on a stream all by myself. Yeah. I think I've covered all the bases for now. Yay. Jill came to save me.
I only have like 15 minutes. I got like 15 minutes until I have a big meeting that I literally just sent out everything I needed to talk about, like making it by the skin of my friggin' teeth.
Uh-oh.
But I figured I'd just say hi and just to gas for a second before the meeting starts.
Well, how you doing?
Ugh, stressed.
You gotta have a big lunch. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen Saturday Night Live when Keenan does Big Papi? I love that skit.
How could you not love Big Papi? Well, you want to know what I just ate in between meetings? This is so horrible.
A big lunch.
No, a caramel Cadbury cream egg, and I wonder why my clothes don't fit.
What? You're supposed to eat that. It's time of year for that.
Oh my god, I should eat like, I don't know, something healthier, but I saw it, it was quick, and it's a sugar rush, and I'm still drinking my coffee. Now I'm sitting outside to have a cigarette. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Somebody just asked me about, they didn't know what a Carvel cake is.
Cargo cake?
Carvel. Carvel ice cream?
Cake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they never heard the Beastie Boy rap song about oh my God, what was the name of that? That stupid Jigglypuff something.
I don't know if I know that one.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
so I watched I signed up for Apple TV for a month just so I could watch the documentary.
Mm.
And one of their first songs that they got played in clubs was about the ice cream cake by Carvel, and I can't don't have my phone to Google it. I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, I don't think I remember that. That's interesting.
It wasn't like it was before they became real mainstream. It was way before Fight for Your Right and all that stuff. Their documentary that they did is really good. And I listened to their audiobook, their autobiography that they did, which was it was very entertaining because they had people like putting in their 2 cents about the Beastie Boys and their history, and it was really good.
Let me check it out. So I find random documentaries about musicians and stuff every now and then. I'll just watch them and I end up enjoying them.
I love documentaries, especially with musicians. The Go-Go's was a really good one.
Hell yeah.
I watched one on random Linda Ronstadt.
Really?
Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime. I just was looking for something, and she had Parkinson's disease, and it's really sad to see like she can't sing anymore, and she was trying to sing and harmonize with her, I think nephew. But just so sad. She did have an awesome voice, and it showed her progression like through rock and soul, and then getting into diving into her Spanish roots, which I didn't realize. So it was pretty good. It was worth the $2.99 I paid for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a Wu-Tang one I watched too. It's on like Showtime. There's a couple of them actually, but the one I watched on Showtime was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to see bands. I like to know where they came from. Get the background on like the people you love to listen, and even some of the people you don't like. Sometimes you'll watch a documentary on an artist. I didn't know a lot about Leonard Skinner, and I watched a documentary about them too, which was really good. So it gave me an insight to them. One. Yeah, I think that was on Showtime as well. If I believe, I could be wrong, but I thought it was on Showtime.
They did one on George Michael, which was actually it was his creation, but he died. So the people that were going to be part of it kind of picked up, and that was pretty moving to watch. And I didn't realize how, everyone knows him as Wham, right? And Faith and, the Leather Jacket. But there was like, he sang with Tony Bennett, and, he covered a Stevie Wonder song that Mary J. Blige was like, gave props to. So, and it's just too bad that, the era he grew up in, he just could not be himself, right? I mean, everyone remembers questioning like his sexuality back in those days, but who really gives a shit, right?
Exactly.
He was a talented singer and songwriter.
Oh, but Jill, you know what I watched that was highly disappointing? So Lifetime has the what do you call it? Salt and Pepper Story on Lifetime.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Really?
It's only bad because it's low budget. Like for them to be like the queens of hip hop and what they represent to hip hop, even the men should have really got behind them and put some money behind a well-run documentary. And that really bothered me, where you already have like Biggie movies, Tupac movies, Eminem movies and stuff. And these are these women were hip hop. Like they really were hip hop.
Oh, and they were groundbreaking back in the day.
They should get a legitimate movie. Like they should have a legitimate money spent, big budget film about them, not some fucking Lifetime documentary. It wasn't even a documentary. It was like a mockumentary to me. I didn't even enjoy it.
Was Spinderella in it? Because there's a big beef with them. Yeah,
no, she wasn't. She was represented in the movie, in the documentary movie, but she's not in it. It's just Salt and Pepper. I couldn't even tell it was Pepper either. She looks so different now.
Well, I think Salt became like a born again Christian. They had like a reality show at one time.
Yeah.
And they because they were talking about like trying to like, reboot their career, whatever. And they talked about Spinderella because she had feelings. She felt like she got screwed. And and they were like, yeah, she got paid, blah blah blah. Okay. But Salt, because she's like a born again Christian now, is not comfortable doing some of their songs.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can't change the lyrics of the songs that we all know.
Yeah, you can't erase the past. If you want to change up, do it and don't have any regrets. Yeah, yeah.
People love them for a reason, and it's what they love you for,
Yeah.
and most of their songs weren't even that bad. I mean, there was like that "None of Your Business" song. There was maybe another one that was kind of ratchet songs, but they really didn't have ratchet songs. Most of their songs were kind of party, good time, have fun songs.
Well, not What a Man, but the one that they did where, oh my
I
God,
love that one.
It's got to be "None of Your Business" because I believe that was the most controversial. Because it was like if I want to take a guy home with me tonight, that song, it's "None of Your Business."
Yeah,
that
that
song.
was one of them, and there was another one. I think in the video they're like in Wicked, they're like getting hosed down and stuff.
Oh, that's What a Man, isn't it?
No, that's not What a Man. I love What a Man because I used to love In Vogue, but it'll come to me. My brain's just fried right now.
It'll come to you when you don't care, and then you'll just go, "Oh, now I remember."
On my iTunes library, so I know I can see the video, but whatever. You know which one was decent too was they did a Lisa Left Eye Lopez like documentary kind of thing just on.
Oh
her.
yeah, I saw that. That was actually really good though.
That was really good to get an insight, and then it showed like the car accident.
Yes, it stops right as the car is flipping or whatever. Like they cut the camera. I saw that one. Yeah, that was actually really good too. I forgot about that one.
There was a TLC one too that I don't know if it was T-Boz's book that I listened to or if it was something with her and Chili where they talked about what that loss was like for them, hearing about, or it could have been VH1 Behind the Music, just how devastating. And I'm glad they did that stupid reality show, but they never tried. She can't be replaced.
She was the heart of the group.
She really was.
She was the heart of the group. She was the one that kind of gave the spark and the energy to the group. That kind of the other two didn't really have. Not that there's anything wrong with Left Eye or T-Boz, but I mean T-Boz or Chili. But Left Eye was just an enigma.
She was the star. She was the one, grabbing her crotch and setting the whole damn house on fire.
That was when she explains that shit too. Like when you listen to the documentary, you really get an insight into that she wasn't just crazy and set the house on fire. It was like she didn't expect what to happen in this expensive ass tub, which she didn't realize was fucking flammable and all this shit. And it got out of hand.
Intent to burn the whole house down.
Exactly.
No, she was just outspoken. Like I do like Chili and T-Boz.
They're three separate personalities. That's all it is. They're just three different personalities that got together. That's what
makes up a good group, though. If you had three clones, it wouldn't be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chili out.
They'd all look like Devo or the Blue Man Group.
I've never seen Blue Man Group. I wanted to go, but then by the time I never got around to it. It's just one of those things.
I saw him at the Child's Playhouse in Boston.
Oh, I remember you've seen everything.
Well, I did. Growing up, I saw a lot of plays and stuff. Even as an adult, I still like to go to plays and stuff. I saw Rent a few times.
Oh, live theater. God, there's nothing like it. That is so exciting. Live theater.
Rent the play is incredible to watch. The soundtrack, everything. It's a great play.
I haven't seen Rent.
Did you see Stomp?
Stomp? No, I don't think I did.
That was
with all the trash cans and stuff.
Yeah, and it's all percussion. Mostly. I never saw it. I never have, but I read the reviews and it had got rave reviews, but it didn't last very long. But Rent did. Rent lasted a good time.
Yeah, they redo the play with new cast all the time. I don't think it's on anymore. I think they took it off of Broadway, but.
Well, nothing's really on Broadway right now.
Well, yeah, I would say even before COVID, I don't think Rent was. I think they had finished their final run or something, supposedly.
It's almost like Hamilton became the new
I think Hamilton was the last big blockbuster before COVID. I think that was the last big bombastic, and it was. What a big finish up for live theater.
You know what I saw when I was little, and it was like I remember getting the tickets. I went to go see Annie because I've always loved musical theater, and I can still remember my mom, like the big smile, handing me the envelope, and I'm like in second grade. I read like a second grader, and I'm trying to figure out what these things are. and it was Annie, and I saw Peter Pan when Sandy Duncan was in it.
Yeah.
With
And I
her
remember
flying.
the-
Oh,
And I
I'm sorry.
remember going, and we were in a balcony, like up high, and the cast waved at me, and I started crying.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's cute.
Yeah,
how sweet. Well, there's nothing like it. There's just such electricity there, sitting in, and the lights come up and the overture starts and whoa, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The Lion King. I saw that musical. The Lion King is extremely impressive. I saw it as an adult. Well, as an adult, obviously, because it came out later in life. But it was really, really impressive how they do it live.
know what I almost just forgot is I actually got to see last second. My aunt had gotten tickets. It was a day show to go see Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I've seen. Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
It was a last second, and I missed a family cookout. And I remember saying, and it was around I was having a tough year. Sorry, I'm printing something for my meeting. And it was like, had been a tough year. And I just remember saying to my boyfriend, when do I ever get tickets to the theater just handed to me?
Yeah.
And even though it was like the day show and a lot of understudies, it was still amazing. That was
oh
awesome.
gosh, I love that.
Yes, Phantom of the Opera is incredible to see live. Oh,
My mother went to see it with the actual guy
Oh,
way back, the tenor, the original tenor who did it. And she got the t-shirt. She got the coffee mug that changed color when you put your hot coffee
the
in it.
T-shirt said that I saw the Phantom of the Opera.
No, it just had this big phantom mask on the front and on the back, and then it listed where they were appearing on the back. But yeah, my mother saw that. I never did. I don't even think I sat all the way through it.
I
Online,
do
of
enjoy
course.
ballet. I will say that we've gone to see the Nutcracker a handful of times. I saw it as a kid.
Well, that's classic.
Yes.
It is. And then my boyfriend, because my birthday's in December, years ago, he had never been to a ballet. And we went to see it. And even he was just like, it's just so magical because it's the Nutcracker. And we were right near the orchestra.
Oh,
We
and
took,
that music.
We did take my oldest son when he was like 9. And we took him 2 years ago. We went to go see it again. And it was still magical, but it's so funny because the kids get antsy because there are parts like I love when the Sugar Plum Fairies come out, but some of the dances and stuff are kind of boring for the kids, which I get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make them go every year, but my notification, 15 minutes.
Better than my harmonica.
Well, your harmonica's fine.
So Robin, I wanted to listen to your show, but unfortunately I'm working and I had to get ready for a meeting and I needed to be able to concentrate. I couldn't be listening and looking at comments.
Oh, honey, never apologize. Jeez, that's all right. Gosh, you have a life. This is only
The grannies get plenty of listens. They got over 1,000 followers. They're fine.
I know. I wonder how highly rated Jiggy's episode was in comparison to other guests.
It got okay. So we've been doing like this gradual build of views, and Jiggy had a really respectable over 100 in one day.
They didn't come for me. They came for the grannies.
Well, no, come on.
They don't come for your guests. They come for you.
But our highest rated shows are the ones with guests. Got to tell you, when it's just me and Maggie, our regulars show up. Our faithful followers. Nice group of people, just like here. Nice group of people over by us too. But our most viewed shows are the ones with guests. And next Sunday, we're having Kelly Farmer on.
Yay!
Awesome.
I'll have to make sure to set the reminder. Miss Kelly.
Yeah. She was our very first guest ever.
I did see her. I went back and watched that episode when you guys had Kelly on.
Yeah, that was, boy, were we green back then. Well, we still are, but we're a little less green now. But yeah, she was our first. I'm so looking forward to it. We're just going to ask her maybe a couple questions and then turn her loose and, find out what she's doing, what her plans are. And stuff. Because even though she quit YouTube, she just said, hey, I'm not leaving YouTube. I'll come on. And so I took that as my little signal to maybe reach out and say, you want to come back on the grannies? And she said, sure. She answered right away.
I just think it's a commitment to put out the amount of content that she was putting out in the research and
and what she was planning. It was a really ambitious plan she had. But dang, I got to tell you, it's a challenge to come up with material and ideas and titles. And, boy, there's a lot of brain work that goes into it. I can't even imagine, at her level, she had a show. She had some cool guests.
But unfortunately, I think too, though, the negativity in the community and everything that she was wrapped up into, I think she needed a break. I think she needed a timeout. It was a lot.
Well, she needed to be her.
She did, and we won't talk about the things.
No, we won't talk. No, we're not here to talk about somebody when they're not here.
I actually still support her on Patreon, even though she's not doing regular content. With the hope that she'll come back.
And, well, if she does, but she's right. Okay, we're not going to talk about it because I want to save something to talk about on Sunday. So.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll ask her when she's going to do more portals. I love her portal episodes. And I just love, I learned a lot about, she had gone on Stephen Cambian's show to talk about, I think, Buddhism, and her insight was amazing. Because it's a religion I don't really know a lot about. I just know what everyone knows, the basics.
Well, she was raised, that's her background. Okay, we're not going to talk about her anymore.
That's all right, because I actually got to go in 2 minutes because I have a meeting. But this is my break. This is my lunch break.
Oh, bless your heart. Oh, good to see you.
You spent it with us. We feel special.
Boy,
it's funny because I sent out everything I needed to the group, and then I saw that I already saw that Paranormal Hood sent me a link. I was like, oh my God, Jiggy's live.
Yeah, I think I'll jump on one of my random times.
Oh, hey, John.
Sorry, I had to bless you guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
boy, and cleansed and ready to face the rest of your day. Jill, so if you can show up when Kelly's on, post questions in the chat because you know what, I'm not going to remember this shit that we just talked about right now.
No, I'll definitely I'll definitely look for the show and set a reminder so that I don't miss it.
Oh, cool. It'll be good to see you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day, honey.
Don't work too hard.
So so my meeting's an hour. If you guys are still around, I might jump back on because this is my last one for the day.
You never know.
I'm actually very good at multitasking. I've been working many times as I've been on with you. So
that's too far. I remember being able to do that or even having I did that. I used to do that. I don't have to anymore. Because you reach a point when you go, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. I'm not, trust me, I would love to not have to, but unfortunately I'm not in a financial position and I'm only 46. Well, with that being said,
you still have the vigor and youth is on your side. So you go, girl. Until you can make it different. Okay, see ya.
I'll see you. Bye.
Thanks, Joe. It's just me and you now.
Once again.
Just the two of us.
Naturally. Isn't that a song? Oh, God, you just left fucking skid marks on my eardrums. I'm turning down my... Shit. Okay, I turned down my volume. Wow. That went right through my brain. Okay. I'm all better.
I woke you up? You're woke now?
I've been up for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And hours. Boy, my sleep patterns are just all over the place. I'll sleep for 6 hours and then I'll be up for 4 or 5. And then I'll go back to bed and sleep for 4. And then I'll be up for 6 or 7. And it's just weird. And then all those times that I'm up, I'll make food and eat it. And it's weird. And then in all those times too, I'm answering the office phone and doing work for the boss here at home. And yeah, it's really weird. I haven't set an alarm since last September. That's when we closed the office. So
Well,
yeah, so it's weird, really weird.
new day and age, new time, new thing.
Yeah, it's the times. Everybody has stories of their lives changing. And at first it was gradual. Well, no, first there was the thunder strike, when it all hit. But then, boy, yeah, different. Sometimes it's a slow moving cruiser. And then
Other times it's a jetliner.
I know, not staying aloft either. It's just descending quickly.
Yeah, it's weird that everybody's affected by it. That's the thing, everybody, everybody's life is affected.
Globally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and for the first time I've worked in the medical field for a lot of years and know a lot of people, a lot of patients. So we of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people I am aware of, never once did we know anybody personally who got the hoppin' hooies, that thing that we're dealing with now. None of them.
Mhm.
However, I know my first person who caught the thing. And it was really weird because she doesn't go out.
Mhm.
She doesn't go out. She says, but there were 2 guys from 2 Day Blinds that came in to do, masturbate. And then she kind of got a little fever, and so she was sick for a week. And she's one of those people that catch everything that comes down the pike anyway. She gets the seasonal flu every year. She's one of those vulnerable people. But this time she couldn't shake it. It was different. So she went to urgent care and they took her right into the hospital. She has had corona.
Wow.
So she was in the hospital I haven't talked to her for a week. And they tried this. They say, what we would like to do for you is give you an immunotherapy thing. And she said, sure. She's very compliant. She's a Gemini. She said she instantly started feeling better. Instantly. And a funny side, and then she was in for an entire week. They monitor, the word I'm going for. Anyway, so she might be home now. It's Monday. She was expecting to come home over the weekend, but yeah. And a funny side effect of whatever this treatment was they administered was she has rheumatoid arthritis in her hands. And it's very painful from what I hear. Some rheumatoid arthritis people are even on a sort of a thing like chemo, to keep it at bay. But so they said, okay, during this time period when we're giving you this remedy or whatever they called it, you can't take your RA medicine. So she didn't. But she says she has had and that distressed her, but she has had no pain. She has had no symptoms of RA during the entire time. And it kind of scared her because she who likes to hurt,
Right.
So she was kind of nervous about going without it, but it was brilliant. She says it was, yeah. So that's my report on the very first person I know that caught the creeping crud.
Yeah, my father had it.
Really? How'd he do?
He didn't. He said he really didn't. He had a cough. That was about it. That's the only reason he even knew he had it. He was coughing at night. So, but he said it didn't really affect him bad. I know a couple of people have gotten it. People's families and stuff. So,
but this is cold and flu season. So, but isn't it interesting that the regular flu that goes around has been non-existent? I don't know any, but and this is cold season, but now when people catch a head cold, they get that thing shot, stuck up into their cranium. And then they call it Corona. So, oh, I didn't say that word. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, it's just, yeah, but I knew my first patient, but I'm so glad she got the treatment she did and she feels better. And last time I talked to her, she was feeling pretty damn good. She was still in the hospital, but
she's on the mend, which is good. So
no kidding. And she's 76 years old. So that's kind of that magic age when those people conked out when this first started, so yay, I'm not going to say her name, but yeah.
Yay to Robin's friend.
Yay to my friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she was my office mate before we closed the office.
She did the pornos with you?
Yep.
Copy.
Yeah.
Are you still producing pornos at home?
I can't do, that social distancing thing. We can't do it here. It all has to be, remotely and on camera. It just doesn't have the same effect. You can't smell anything. You can't hear, there are no fluffers.
You can't smell that ammonia?
Can't smell that ammonia. And that sort of sets the tone for the entire, scenario.
I still don't know how you got ammonia smell from semen. That perplexes me.
Well, what do you think it smells like?
I don't know.
Well, then why do you say, I don't know how you get that ammonia smell?
I've never come and been like, oh my God, I smell ammonia.
So don't question my assessment of it. Oh, fuck. Sorry. That was
real dramatic.
It was.
It was like Steven Spielberg called you or something.
Oh, it really was. It was almost like the wall of noise. But isn't that guy dead right now?
Who?
Oh, that creepy guy that killed that lady in his foyer.
Oh, Phil Spector?
Yeah, the wall of noise guy. Yeah, God, that was really off the wall. Sorry.
Some off the wall people, off the wall world we live in.
Tis. And us, we weirdos are really showing out these days.
Isn't everybody weird though? I mean, what is really a weirdo?
I don't know. I hope there's not a manual or a list. Everybody. What is weird?
Exactly. Everybody's weird. Some people just aren't comfortable enough to be weird around other people.
Yeah, and yeah, what percentage of ourselves do we really show out there?
Exactly.
Even the person said, even a family member to a spouse, to a sibling, how much of yourself do you really, really, really show? Not all of it.
Nope.
Never.
There's probably nobody that actually gets to see 100% of anybody.
Yeah.
Who would you show 100% to yourself to? Even your spouse, your parents? No, because you grow, you change. Like your parents would know your oddities, like your children. Take your own children, for instance. There's probably things that they did as a kid that you would remember that you found to be odd or weird. But as they got older, do they keep those same habits? They develop other habits you don't know about. No one can know.
And who's to say odd or weird? They just don't do that same shit anymore because the shit, they go beyond their shit and then they go on to new shit. Well, all of us do. And you don't want to divulge all your shit because your shit changes.
Yep.
And you don't want anybody reminding you of how that shit used to be because your shit's different now. So yeah, you hold shit back because I don't want anybody knowing all my shit. That's my private business.
I agree.
No matter what.
I agree. School's in session. What's up, Spooky?
Hey, Spooky of England. So when I call Spooky of England that name, he comes back with a different place in California. like Robin of San Jacinto, Robin of El Cajon. Yeah, he does. He must have a map to get those names.
Just Googling places in Cali.
Yeah, and I am so sorry. God, forgive me for that because, sorry.
Don't let it happen again. I'll break your legs.
Well, there's an incentive. Well, it'd be easy because I'm probably really brittle, and all that shit. So that you could probably do.
It's incentive. You want your legs broken?
I'm just telling you how it is. It wasn't a
What kind of
request.
shit are you into?
It wasn't a request.
No.
What?
She wants her legs broken. I'm not into that.
Did anybody out there hear me agree to that? Anybody in the chat?
Did you ever see the movie Misery?
Yes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Jesus,
Who the
Jesus.
fuck wants their legs broken? Exactly.
That is the one, when you say that movie title, that is the one scene that pops into my head. I cannot shake it. That's the only thing. And her face. But that one scene with the sledgehammer. Jesus fuck. No, God, it makes, I can feel that at the bottom of my tailbone.
So you still want your legs broken?
No.
Okay, exactly. Why would you want your what sexual thing would ever possibly want?
It doesn't always have to go there, Jiggy. No, I did not say. I was just telling you. I was explaining that were you to break my legs, it would be an easy job. You could do it probably pinching me with a thumb and your finger because my bones are brittle. So were you to break my legs, because you mentioned breaking my legs. So I was telling you that it'd be a piece of cake were you to do that.
I don't want to break your legs.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Pax.
I'm not here for the leg breaking.
Pax Vobiscum.
What?
I went to Catholic school.
So did I. I don't remember that.
Oh, you remember Dominus Vobiscum? Dominus Vobiscum. That's what the priest says when he's blessing all you guys sitting out there killing your ass on those wooden pews. And then he does Dominus Vobiscum.
I wasn't really into it.
Mm.
I didn't really want to go to Catholic school. My mother sent me to Catholic school and I hated it.
I chose to go to Catholic school in my junior year. And I spent the rest of my junior year and I graduated as a senior from Catholic school. And I had to do that because I was sneaking around with my children's father, who at the time was married to someone else. And I shared it with a friend and she blabbed it in the girls' locker room right out loud at the top of her voice. So I was found out. And so at home, can I change schools? Because the Catholic school was like a block away. I had to get out of public school because this girl just absolutely blew this illicit Lolita thing I was doing. And so my mom said, yeah, it cost her $20 a month because I was a non-Catholic. And so I went to Catholic school the rest of my senior year, or the rest of my junior year. And as a senior, I graduated from there. And I've never told this story my whole life. My children don't even know this.
You've heard it her first. You've heard it here first.
Oh, my kids don't even know that story.
We got blackmail, y'all. We got blackmail. Uh-huh.
Don't get your panties all in a bunch.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
We've got it on tape, on film.
You do? Here's the proof. God, I'm
going to get my happy ending yet.
Well, I was thinking about selling lotto tickets, sort of like take a chance on Jiggy's, happy ending.
Oh.
So we'll see how it goes. We'll see who's willing to participate in that, and then
who keeps the funds though?
I'll split with you.
No, I'm supposed to. It's 80. It's 80-20.
I didn't agree that. Nah. 80-20
Yeah.
with me getting the 80 because, you know,
No, you get the 20.
okay, well, tell your people to come up with a better deal than that.
That's their deal.
Hmm.
You know, Jiggy's juice isn't free. Okay, just saying. The happy ending is more beneficial for the person receiving that happy ending. I mean, giving the happy ending to me.
Well, and but you know what? In the lobby, the concession stand, we have collection bags, container bags, and then if you would like that preserved and mounted, you know, probably in a dome jar, if you would like that stuff preserved afterward, you can purchase it. Perhaps, you know, you get a choice of a walnut base, brass based dome jar. And the Jiggy Juice preserved in probably a pristine white cotton gym sock.
I don't do socks.
I'm going to talk to your mom.
She if she tells you I've ever done anything in a sock, she's lying.
Okay.
If anything, my mom would tell you I was having sex with girls.
Every time you needed to, really every time?
Not every time. I'm just saying my mother wouldn't know my masturbation habits when I was younger.
Oh, I know, that's so gross. I can only talk about it now because I'm really old. Oh, that's, yeah. Just like kids with their parents, parents with their kids. I really don't want to know about that.
No.
I don't want to know about that. Oh, no. Yeah. But yeah, a couple of times stuff was in my face and I had to just like say, call it like it was. Cause you know, sometimes I say stuff boldly, but yeah. Oh, don't want to know about that. I don't want to know about it now either.
No?
I want to know what anybody's doing.
I'm sure my mother doesn't want to know anything I'm doing. She wouldn't want to know my sexual habits. There are some parents who are really involved in their kids' sexual habits. And
Oh, I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't.
parents who buy their kids like prostitutes and shit like that and stuff, I guess. Like, why are you in such a hurry for your kid to lose their virginity if they need a prostitute? Like, that's just...
Yeah, then they probably want to. They want to hear about it later. So
Yeah, how was it? Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, yuck. Yuck. Yeah.
No, that's nasty.
That's nasty stuff.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. Like, if your child needs to have sex at whatever point it should happen naturally, let it do it naturally. Why would you force it by getting them a prostitute or stuff like that? Like, that's just extreme.
Yeah, you advise them about responsibility, maybe, you know, that kind of stuff, and perhaps consequences, and you know, but that's as far as you should go.
Right.
Yeah, I goofed up a couple times raising my kids. Oh fuck! Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Who's that? George Lucas now calling you?
Oh, I don't know who it is, but after I'm finished here, I have to call them back. This is really early in the morning. Boy, you just do this any old time.
Well, it's early in the morning for you, but it's afternoon here.
Well, it's still kind of early in the day for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
To do this?
Well, I try to do it randomly because I don't know. You know, people have different schedules in different places. So.
Oh, that's right. We had this conversation.
Yeah. It's
I think
not the right reason. Like, after I finish this blunt, I'm going to go food shopping and stuff, and I'll come back later, and maybe I'll bless you guys with your presence, with your own presences.
okay,
yeah. I don't like your attitude.
God.
Tighten up.
Okay.
Tighten up.
Boy, that's really extra loud.
I still love that my boy doesn't even just aggravate human beings now. It like aggravates dogs and shit. Like Jonah-sized dogs looking for the doorbell.
That is so cute.
It
God,
is cute though.
God, that's cute. Little perky dogs.
Yeah.
Their little ears come up.
Who's that? Who's ringing the bell? We're attacking the door. Ain't no one there. Meanwhile, Miss Jonah Side's like, I'm gonna strangle Jiggy myself. She's the only one that hasn't threatened me yet. She'll be the one to get the board.
Mm.
I got to remember to never carry it when I travel. I don't carry it with me, just for that reason. And then I keep it in a super safe, so no one can find it when I'm away.
I know, in the vault.
Yeah, I have a vault for it, of course.
Yeah, you and Geraldo.
Yeah.
Okay, Rogue Status is checking out. You know what? I need to go. God, I have this slab of cheap meat in my fridge, and I have this plan to do a really slow crock pot with pearl onions and peppers and all this stuff. And you just let it go with a little packet of that au jus seasoning from Schilling or Lowry's. And you just let it go for hours. And do I need to thump you on the back?
What?
Do I need to thump you?
No, I'm good. I'll live.
All right. You sound like me, geez.
Territory.
But anyway, after hours and hours of you gotta pan sear the meat first. It's a cheap chuck roast. Pan sear it both sides really quick, and then a couple of bay leaves in the bottom of the crock pot, and then slap this meat in, mix up the au jus, pour it over there, pearl onions, peppers, I think I'm celery, and that's it. And then you just let it go, ignore it for like hours and hours, and it makes the best beef dip sandwiches or over mashed potatoes. And it'll be enough to like freeze for like several more meals where I can have it over a biscuit or,
Yeah.
So, and it's a cheap meal, and it makes my apartment smell really good so that's what I'm going to do here pretty soon. And I'm only going to be using half of this big slab of meat because they're big and they were on sale. So I'm going to hack it in half and freeze the other part for, some future time. And then I'm just going to do half of it. It'll make days of meals. Jiggy, why are you coughing so much?
Because I smoke a lot.
You weren't coughing that much. Not very long.
It's also allergy season. Like I know spring's coming. If you listen to me, like I've been sneezing a lot and stuff, my eyes are watering. It's allergy season, so my throat gets a lot scratchier.
Oh, okay.
So it also has to do with that. Like I'm fighting multiple things at once.
All right. Spooky.
Hey,
Spooky of England.
were you guys just leaving?
Yeah, we're about to.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say hey.
Pretty
before
soon.
I got to do some food shopping and stuff. I'll be
Yeah, me
back
too.
later.
That's where I'm just about to go.
And I'm about to go food cooking.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Rogue status. Rogue status says, Jiggy, Robin, if you get this, tell Jig to check his mail when he goes live next.
Okay. Absolutely.
Do it.
So check your mail. Spooky, are you just out of the shower?
I am.
Yeah.
I am a freshly cleaned spook.
Oh,
Now I'm deciding whether to have a cup of tea before I go to the store.
have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Make it iced tea and drink it on the way to the store.
It's cold for that.
Yeah, make a hot tea.
It's
and
freezing.
never too cold. I drink hot. Cold coffee. Well, I don't drink hot coffee or tea. I randomly drink anything hot.
Well,
I drink a lot of hot tea.
yeah, me too. Spooky, drink tea and let your hair dry before you go out.
Well, I can't be too late. It's getting late and I need to cook for me and my brother, so I have to kind of chug this tea and get going, I think. But
Oh, we'll make it to go
one of
then.
those days.
Hmm.
But it's okay.
Got to get things done.
Gotta get the things done.
I hate all y'all with your fucking hair. Fuck your hair too, Spooky.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Alright.
That's all I gotta say. My hairline's gone. It's never coming back.
You can have mine. I have quite thick hair.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with it? It's not gonna stay on anything. It's just gonna sit
I'll
on
get you
top.
some Gorilla Glue. I hear it's pretty good. for hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want anything stuck to my head permanently. Gorilla glue. Oh Lord, people are so stupid. They'll do anything for clout.
Yeah. But that lady's
Attention.
getting like $1 million because it
Oh.
literally
She,
didn't
she
say
already
that.
she already bought a brand new Mercedes Benz. Like she's not she's a victim of stupidity. Like why would you have a GoFundMe for somebody like that and send them money like that? That she even got the surgery. She got plastic surgery done for free.
Oh, for Christ's
So what does she need money for?
For Christ's sake.
So she could go do stupid things like go buy a Mercedes and everything and just be stupid like the stupid person that she is. Like I don't understand society. There's so many people right now who need money and stuff like that for valid reasons, and you're sending it to a stupid woman who decided to do something dumb.
And capitalize on it.
Exactly.
Next, she'll have a reality show.
Well, she probably will. She'll
It's the
make
same logic that people have with Corey Good, though, because like people are hurting and they're still sending that guy money.
Yeah, but he's trying to sell them the idea that he can help them stop hurting.
That's true.
You know, at
That's
least he's I'm not by any means endorsing him. I'm just saying he feels like he's selling a product. This woman has done nothing to be deserving of money. Like it was stupid. It was just, and was it just a fucking publicity stunt to get some fame on the internet? Because people do that shit too. People are willing to go a long way to do stupid shit to get fucking popular on the internet.
I know. Look at CW channel.
Look at Mario Heat.
I know, right?
What's up, out of mind?
Out
Hey,
of mind. Hey, out of mind. Hey, Dib.
I think we won't be here much longer.
Yeah. This last one smoke. I gotta go do some food shopping. But I'll be back later.
I
It
know.
seems like later in the day will probably be better for everybody anyway, since everybody has something to do right now. So
Yeah. Everyone's not working. It's Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to put on my cheap roast in the crock pot, and then I am finally going to go address packages of granny pins to the people I have owed for months, and I'm going to do that today. That is my mission.
Do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I have to send you the address for the Fortitude Solid.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
All right. All right, folks. Leave. Get out.
Jesus.
Get out.
Bye, everyone.
I
See you
said
later.
leave, fuckers.
Blame Mario.
Later, fuckers. See you.
Blame
Bye.
It's Canada's fault.
Canada.
Warning.
Bye.
All right, y'all. We'll be back.